Okay, it is Scorpio season. The seasons are changing. It's just daylight savings time, I think. So this is an important message that I always come back to. But let yourself cook, mama. Okay? You're cooking. You're changing. You're transforming. You're being a new you. You've never been this version of you before. So give yourself some time. I know it's really scary to think of resting and napping and being still and not doing, but do it. Don't do it. Yeah, rest. Okay, anyway, let yourself cook. If this is your first time seeing me, hi, my name is Sheba, and this is my channel, See Like Sheba. Give me a like, give me a comment, and give me a subscribe. Let's get into it, okay? Let yourself cook. I had given this analogy the other day when I was thinking about I'm, going through, all these ascensions and transformations and life changes. And I've, disconnected. Oh my God, my hair stuck on my fucking nails. Jesus Christ. And I have been, disconnecting from my family, changing how I interact with my family. And, they've been like, when are you going to be done with this? It's been however long. It's been this. I can't believe you missed this thing. And I'm like, listen, I'm cooking. All right. And I used this, crock pot analogy. And, if you have made something in a slow cooker, in a crock pot, you do all your marinade and stuff and you prepare the meat, pot roast, you put it in your slow cooker and you turn it on low and you cook it slow and low, right? For at least 8 hours. And the longer, the better. The longer you put it in, the more time it has to marinate, to fall apart. And that's actually the point of that method of cooking. You leave it alone. You let it, cook in its own juices. You put on the heat, but it's not too high. It's not burning it up. And you just let it go. Let it do its thing, right? And you have to do that with yourself. And you have to, cultivate an environment where other people allow you to cook too, right? You don't want to be this delicious, succulent piece of meat in your crock pot, in your, what's the other word for it? Your crock pot, your slow cooker. And, someone's taking off the top and it's like, are you done yet? Are you done cooking? And they're turning up the heat to high to try to speed up your cooking. And they're like, are you done yet? And it just keeps the heat keeps escaping and you're just never going to cook that way. You're never going to be as succulent and juicy and tender if you rush your process. If you don't allow yourself to just marinate and chill and fall apart by yourself. So yeah, I think this message is definitely about, stop avoiding rest and stillness and solitude. We're taught to be really afraid of those things, but that's really when you get to cooking. That's really when you get to learning who you are, who this new version of you is, who the old versions of you are. All of this stuff is falling off. You're falling apart. You're going to get to the real you, the original you. So make sure you protect that, okay? So another thing about rest, another thing about letting you cook, I'm going to give the example of someone going through childbirth, right? Okay. You, sometimes when someone is going through childbirth, in order to give birth, the doctor will put the mother on bed rest, right? Because they're like, you can't be moving around and doing all this stuff and stressing yourself out because it's going to affect your health and the health of your child, your creation. Okay? So sometimes you need to go on bed rest. You need to just rest your body completely so that you can divert all of your energy to nurturing and protecting the creator and the creation. Isn't that a beautiful analogy? I thought of that earlier today. So yeah, you go on bed rest so that you can, channel, harness, divert all of your body's energy, not to sending bullshit emails, not to worrying about how to get whoever to wear. Your job is to take care of the creator and the creation. It's to focus on you, because you're doing a beautiful, powerful thing. All right. You're creating reality. And so you're diverting all your energy to nurturing and protecting the creator and the creation until the creation is ready to be delivered. You let it cook. You don't keep, cutting into the mother to see if everything's going on, and you don't have to do a whole bunch of ultrasounds and check and make sure it's all good. You can just set it and forget it. You can just lay down, and that is your job, is to rest. Go on bed rest. Doctor's orders. Your job, the important thing that you have to do is to cook. Let your body do what your body needs to do. All you have to do is lay down, and that simple act is going to help you deliver the beautiful creation that you're meant to bring forth. Okay? And so it would work if you were bringing through a human child as your creation, and it works with any other creation, a reality you're creating, an identity, a new life. You got to give yourself time to cook, babe. You can't just be like, it's been a month. It's been a couple of months. How come it's not ready? Try to rush yourself. Impossible. It's not going to work. It's just going to stress you out. It's counterproductive. Sometimes the doctor, the medical professional is like, go rest. All you have to do is lay down on a bed. And that is going to be sufficient to protect you, nurture you, so that you can bring forth this beautiful creation, right? So, doctor's orders, go lay down. Find 30 minutes a day this week to close your eyes. I'm not going to say you have to go to sleep, because sometimes it's hard to go to sleep when someone's like, go to sleep. But close your eyes. I read that closing your eyes for the same amount of time has the same restorative effect of sleeping. So try it out. Okay. Let yourself cook. Okay. A last thing that I wrote is a thing that is in the Bible a lot. Be still and know that I am God. And I think that's part of the marinating, the letting yourself cook, is that you're just still. You're not doing anything. And that's the creative process, the co-creative process with God, is just being still and seeing what comes to you. All right. That's pretty much all I wanted to say, man. It's my second time going on today, and I'm going to, do a couple double episodes these next couple of days, because we're coming up on 111, sorry, if I could speak, 111 days of living in devotion to my joy. And I've been trying to do a video a day of documenting that and what comes to me. But I'm a couple of days behind. And so I want to be able to have 111 on November 11th. So it's coming up in a couple of days. Yeah. So wild. Anyway, that's all I've got. Oh man, I'm going to have to cut people out of the subscriber list again. Yes, it is pink. I know everyone is loving my cushions. They're really cute. Yeah, it's always been, I have this, it's just I'm a queen. I'm supposed to be relaxing and luxuriating. So I got to fill my house with a bunch of velvet, lush, plush cushions. If I'm going to be sitting here and marinating, cooking, I need to be comfortable, So, is today Sunday still? Wow. I love that. I love not working, you guys. I love being on the Divine's payroll. It's so amazing. All right. Anyway, if you made it this far, give me a, let me cook. Give me a fire. Give me a fire emoji. I feel like I don't usually do those, but yeah. The old-fashioned cooking method. Give me a fire emoji. Yep. And let yourself cook, okay? You want to get real tender, real soft. So, yeah. All right. Give me a like, give me a comment, give me a subscribe, and bring your forehead up against the screen, okay? Oh, I love you so freaking much. And this is all made up, okay? So, let yourself cook. Don't keep checking the oven. Gonna let all the heat out, and it's gonna just mess it up, okay? Let yourself cook. Let yourself marinate. Let yourself get real, juicy. And let's see what comes out. It's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be so succulent and so good. All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. All right. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Ooh, can't wait. All right. Salam, baby. And yeah.